Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today is a big day because today we are headed to Rendezvous of the Ozarks. I look forward to taking you guys along with us on that trip. But I wanted to show you a couple of things that we have added to the tundra. And so the first step is right there. We got the new deck in there. Super excited about that. Facebook Marketplace for the win. Absolutely loving it. Had it almost a week now, and it's just incredible. Neighbor came over, helped me install that. We knocked it out in like 30 minutes. Super awesome. So really stoked about some of the extra features we have now with that. But what I want to get into in this video is the unboxing of a table that was sent to us almost a year ago. And so it's ridiculous that it's been this long, but I want to take this table with us on this trip this weekend. And so I'm going to get into the unboxing of that. All right, guys, so this box has lived, I'm not going to lie, it's been in my garage for about 11 months, which is pretty pathetic on my part. But just hadn't had a chance to get out here and get into it. And really, that's just no excuse whatsoever, because the kind people sent me this over at SnowPeak. Yeah. And this thing right here is phenomenal. So let's dive into this. Yeah, I'm super stoked about this thing. Okay, look at that. SnowPeak knife. Look at that. We'll get more into that in a little bit. Thank you for shopping with SnowPeak USA. Seriously, you guys, I'm a jerk. 11 months, and this has been in my garage. All right, y'all, an entire kit. Mesh tray, 1 unit deep. Set that over there. Here's my legs here. Set that right there. This is a bag for this whole thing to go in. So when I get it set up, here's the burner, SnowPeak burner. And then the table itself. All right. Look at that. SnowPeak. Must be Italian. Fragilia. No, that doesn't work that way. Woo, looky here, looky here. There's our directions. I can read none of that. Look at that. Yeah. Okay. So, kind of understandable as to how this will work. That's the top there. It really is. Everything in here, so far anyways, sweet, is all in Chinese. Making quite the mess over there. So this is the lower profile table. It's not going to stand too tall. I'm guessing you can probably order bigger legs. It's pretty cool how that just turns in like that. Sweet. There's the table itself. Now, we got different components right here. Oh, sorry, y'all. Tray for different goods. Burner on this one. Heck yeah. 100% all Chinese. I feel like I've opened up all of this stuff the wrong way. All right, it's a little storage bag for this. Oh man, it got you right in the sun there. Sorry about that. Storage bag for this guy. That's cool. SnowPeak logo right there. Sweet stuff. Look at this. This is cool. Yeah, that's awesome. I'm making quite the mess over here. Have to do some research here. There's our burner. Check that out. There we go. Sweet. Oh gosh. Well, you saw it here first, folks. Ooh, that can be loud. All right. That. Let's see. Not sure how those go. Figure that out in a little bit. And then one more. Looks like that's where the knife fits. Because this opens up into a cutting board block. Like, how crazy cool is that? And a bag to keep that in. Look at that, y'all. Sick. Smells so good. Okay. Take this guy out. Flip that over. And then you've got, yeah. Then you've got a cutting board table. Check this out. You got burner set up, area to store stuff, cutting board table, sweet cutting knife. This is cool. This right here is a storage bag for the whole thing. So this will all pack down then into that right there. And that is the SnowPeak table. All right, so I'm going to take this with us this weekend. Super stoked about this. Look at that. There's so many other accessories you can get for this thing. Just cool. Absolutely love it. Thank you, SnowPeak. All right, guys, so I did a little further studying here on this guy. check this out. So that right there is the burner. Let me kind of flip the camera around and I'll show you more. These were for legs for this, if you wanted to do this just as a single burner. And then I hooked up a bottle here. Turn your fuel on. There we go. How cool is that? That is awesome. So perfect little burner. I'm gonna have a sweet little coffee set up at camp. Cannot wait. Heck yeah. Thank you, SnowPeak. Absolutely love it. Super, super excited. Gonna get me a couple more cans of this right here. So I'll be good to go for a very long time. All right, guys, so I wanted you to see the unboxing of this, but now let's open this right here bag up and see what it looks like to kind of pack it all away. Storage bag for it all here. Okay, sweet. Okay, it's just a huge tote. Look at that, huge tote. Ultimately for this topper here, but to keep it from getting scratched up. So, going to package this back. Woo! You can hear that. Woo! Look at that. The edge on that thing. She's sharp. She's sharp. Pack that right there. It even has a magnet right there. You see that? That magnet? Well, they thought of everything with this. Love that. Packages in, pop boxes up right there. That's cool. Here's our table, our containers. Pack that all up in there. Flip this back over. Adjust those tabs and they pop right out. And that's it. We can put our table in our bag here. Yeah, y'all, that's cool. We can also put the other accessories in here too. Pouch for all of this. And there we go. Look at that, y'all. Packs in there. All into itself. And there you have it. Table, ready to go, pack away, and make the trip. All right, guys, that's just a quick unboxing of the SnowPeak camp table. More information will be in the description below. You can check out that link and go from there. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. Do us a huge favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We'll catch you on the next one. Thanks, guys.